перша. Називається Noire.
We will look into it.
Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
That bum took a swipe
Ну что ж,
and put
пошли.
down my sap.
Так. Вот
Another
выход.
body.
Идем к выходу.
And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor
И
may soon
поедем
have to
на
come
эту
to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
чтобы расследовать
Exactly.
новое
Did you
убийство.
get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Так. Дальше. Сюда.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage making a car.
Давай, напарник, садись быстрее, поехали. Железнодорожная станция. Хотя... Давайте в ломбард съездим. Вот сюда. Сначала с ломбарда.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators,
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
И вот мы приехали к ломбарду с вами. Конечно, красный проехали, ничего страшного. Вперед.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Ясно. И вот это колечко посмотрим. Простое кольцо. Ничего особенного.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Ясно.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Окей. Ладно. Теперь пошли на место преступления. В ломбарде не густо узнали.
have a
поехали
problem.
дальше.
We could have the local troopers check out the Blair County address.
The address is bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that?
Slow and steady, come on!
And how do we prove that, fella? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his vanity.
Oh, come on!
Давай, смотрел. Последний снизу.
Gently.
Отлично.
Calm down.
Отлично.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings.
Поехали.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, fellas. Skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
Ух ты же, блин.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body.
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Ну что ж, давайте для начала поговорим с этим судовым
What have we
экспертом.
got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Давайте осмотрим тело.
Another missing ring.
Кольцо.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Теперь другую руку давайте посмотрим. Блин, не то сделал. Тут у нас есть что? Ну, особо ничего не видно. Так, теперь осмотрим травмы. Да нет, убери ты. Да блин.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
Да.
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Так. Это ее, не ее вещь.
Nice day, gentlemen.
Наверное, ее. Письмо. Давайте почитаем. Эвелин ее зовут, походу.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Вторая часть отсутствует.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Ясненько. Так, идем дальше.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Так, и теперь... Так. Сейчас. Мы же вот эту вот штучку не посадили. Спички. Так, не крутить их так сильно.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Ясно. Так, идем дальше. Что ты там у нас нашлось? Что?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Ты прав.
Nice day, gentlemen.
No good to me.
У них что-то как-то маловато.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Looks like we might actually have a couple of witnesses this time. Get their statements.
Давай Нигера опросим.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
У этого Нигера голос немного напоминает голос Снупдога. Так, конечно, орудия убийства у нас нету.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
Это капитан очевидность. Убийца мог вот так скрыться. Никаких следов.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Отлично. Поехали. В этот магазинчик. Так, машинка, машинка, машинка. Садимся в машинку. Давай
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
осторожно. Да.
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
Прошу прощения за сообщение, которое дальше потому что, как я уже говорил, я играю, находясь в
Watch it, will you?
Приехали.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Hey, that's a pretty girl dressed in that nurse's aide uniform. got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
Ничего посмотреть больше нельзя. Вот кегля.
Rawlings bowling alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink.
Насколько помню, в записке тоже была указана
Rawlings.
кегля.
I know that place, corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Уверен, что это не относится.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Так, что тут у нас еще есть? Коробки, ничего, кроме коробок. Мало тут. Блик. А, вон еще фотография и книжка.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
И еще одна фотография.
She wasn't always such a loner.
Ясненько. Ладно. Пойдем со свидетелем поговорим. Так, контакт с жертвой.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
И все? Чё ты немножко нервничаешь, мне кажется.
She was an alcoholic and your friend, and you still kept selling her booze.
You ever try to stop an addict, detective? Better me than having her buy methylated spirits from the hardware store.
Ладно, связь с жертвой.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Спасибо за помощь. Пойдем дальше. У нас еще есть адрес бара. Ты смотри, тут ментов-то не сбиваем. Так, бар у нас теперь. Бабница, да? Это не полностью пара. Какие шикарные дороги.
Hey, come on!
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Match. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
Yeah, a bunch of these guys. Ask around.
С теми ребятами я не вижу.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Так, последний контакт с жертвой.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Уверен? Думаешь, я тебе поверю?
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Ага. Интересно. Криминально.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
А поподробней?
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Ну что ж. Плюс 10 к опыту. Так. Места. Боулинг.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day. It's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
Да, никогда не думаешь, что игра такая, вот эти детективы играть, когда просто социально. Перестрелок видите мало. Это очень удивительно, учитывая, что игра игра у них хорошо получилась. Эта игра. Очень отлично. Как произошел себе, скажем. Учитывая то, что я сравнение об игре уже говорю, когда половина игры пройдена.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
Ah, this is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Надо его брать.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Down the left side of the alley.
Слева.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Waitress, could I get another spoon? I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
What are you waiting for? Get after it!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars that you parked outside a bowling alley.
Lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Hell, you gotta get me closer! Another runner. At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means. Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
По колесам, по колесам.
I'm trying to shoot out his tire. Wish me luck.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
All right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Now is not the time. That's the end of that. About fucking time.
Все, парень, попался.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Надеюсь, не в туннеле его будем допрашивать. Все-таки я поеду на этой тачке, она мне больше нравится. Поедем. Так. В баре были? Бар. Давайте еще раз на место преступления съездим.